Hear me out. Trust no one ever. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I want to talk a little bit about trust and how misplaced trust happens way too often, and it usually messes you all up. And the best way to think about trust, I like to talk a lot about trust when it comes to marketing, because so much in marketing is trust-based. When you're trying to get information out to people, you're trying to get an idea out to people, you're trying to get people to do something, to buy your product, to take part in your adventure, that's all marketing. That's what it is. It's the communication to try and get someone else to do something. And for that to be able to work at all, there has to be an element of trust that has taken place, that the person has said, okay. And like I said, know, like, and trust, right? I think I know who this is. I like who this is, and I trust what they're telling me is true. I'm going to move forward with the idea that what they're saying is possibly true. And that's what trust is all about. And I'm here to tell you, you've got to watch and be careful about putting too much behind your trust. It's not really about trust itself. You got to trust people. You have to trust that the pilot knows what they're going to do and they're going to get you there, even though you haven't even met them. You know, when you're stepping onto the plane, you have to trust that the airplane is going to stay in the air long enough that no one's going to get hurt, and it's going to come down nicely, and you're going to get on and get off without any issues. That's trust. Okay, you have to trust that no one's going to hit your car when you drive it onto the freeway. You got trust there. You don't go through it consciously. Trust is very rarely conscious, but I want you to start being conscious of it. I want you to realize everything is trust. Everything comes down to trust. So you can't quit trusting people. What you have to quit doing, though, is you have to quit putting so much power behind that trust, as if you are passing on responsibility onto somebody else. That's a dangerous thing. One of my favorite books on trust, and let me see if I'm just doing this on the fly. I just happen to have it here. This is a No BS Trust-Based Marketing. Okay, I've recommended other books by Dan Kennedy before. Excellent book, because it goes through the psychology of trust. And I'm really on the fly. I'm just seeing if there's anything that pops out to me here real quick that hits on our topic here. And well, here it is. The 9 gates to customer commitment. Okay, and I want you to think about this as far as you go and also as far as your customers go. The first thing is authenticity. Is this guy for real? Or gal for real, or whatever. Number 2, believability. Is he telling me the truth? Number 3, credibility. Is he knowledgeable and competent? Number 4, is he appropriate for me? Feasibility of relationship, right? Number 5, customized solutions. Is he listening or just peddling? Okay. Meaning, is this going to fit me perfectly? Is this really more about me, or is this just a pitch? Number 6, safety. Overall, can he be relied on? Number 7, comfort. Do I understand enough about what he's going to do for me? Right? Number 8, am I making the best choice versus other choices? In other words, superiority, Number 9, value. Am I paying a fair price? See, these are, Dan Kennedy calls this the 9 gates to customer commitment. These are just 9 questions that you can ask yourself about your product and whether you're answering those questions for your customer. But I want you to flip it around now and think about yourself. Now, this idea came up in a conversation that I was having with a business colleague. And if he's watching this, he'll recognize it, but I'm not going to spoil who he is. And he said to me, basically, how do I know I can trust these people? Can you guarantee that I can trust them, that they're not going to screw me over? And I said, no. I said, no, you can't. I said, not only that, you shouldn't ever trust anybody who tells you they can guarantee that. I mean, they can guarantee it for themselves, but you can't guarantee about somebody else. Because quite often people will do it unconsciously, incompetently, and you never know when someone's going to switch to do something just downright evil. You don't know when that's going to happen because people are capable. I mean, everyone's capable to some extent or another. And so you have to be clear about that. Don't put so much emphasis on the idea that you need to be able to trust someone and that they can't stab you in the back. Someone can always stab you in the back. Someone can always turn on you. You just have to be ready for it. Don't expect it. Expect that they're going to do the right thing. Hope that they're going to do the right thing. Pray that they're going to do the right thing. But be ready in case they don't, because quite often people don't. Especially, it might be the right thing for them, but not the right thing for you. You know, people do the selfish thing or the self-interested thing. They see it as being right for them and their family, but that may be the opposite for you. And they might just be stupid, which is quite often what I see over and over again. Good people do stupid things all the time. Things that are not in other people's best interest and things that are not even in their own best interest. People will still do it. People are flawed. You got to get over the idea that anyone owes you anything, that anyone's got your back. I mean, that there are people out there that have got your back, guaranteed. You will find people in this world who have got your back, and you can trust them. But you got to be ready for people to be human too. You got to be ready for things not to turn out exactly the way you want them to turn out, or that for people to do something that isn't exactly what you would do, because you might be wrong too, right? So this is what trust is about. Trust, I'm talking the long game of trust. I'm talking the short game in terms of someone getting to know you as a person that's providing a service or a product to someone else. But I'm also talking the long game in terms of the people that you're looking to depend on so that you can provide services and products to other people. Your partners, your employees. Trust but verify, like the old saying goes. Trust but verify, meaning trust them, but realize you can remove that trust at any time. It's not that big a deal. Don't hold it against them. It's just people are human. Let them be human. Be ready for them to screw up. Don't make such a big deal about it. Trust people for as much as you can. Keep moving, and just don't take anyone all that seriously, especially yourself. Hopefully that's helpful for you. If you like to know how to do a lot of these things within your own business and kind of have a framework to go by, I came out with a book called 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. It just came out last month. You can get your own free copy at amazonproofbook.com. Go to amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow night, and we'll have another little talk, maybe about principles like tonight, or strategies, or actual tactics that you can use to explode your business. You have a great night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.